So it's Wednesday, and today we're talking about No Tears for the Dead from 2014. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss that.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Happy Wednesday. That's right. It's hump day. One of the best days of the week. It's right in the middle, which means the weekend is well on its way and Monday is well past, right? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm a bit down today. Yesterday I watched a couple of movies to review this week, and today has been a real struggle to sit down here to make this video. It's not your fault. I'm just still not feeling well. And it doesn't help that one of the two movies that I'm going to talk about for the rest of this week, I thought was awful. Is it today's? I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. So we're going to get right into it. No Tears for the Dead. Now, right off the bat, I loved the title. I thought that this title was fantastic, and that meant I definitely needed to watch it. 2014, not rated, hour and 56 minutes. A hitman, traumatized from accidentally killing a young girl during a job, is given the mission to eliminate her mother and begins the ultimate fight to save her life. Yeah, kinda. That's pretty close. Directed by Lee Jong Byung, written by him as well, starring Jang Dong-gun, Kim Min-hee, and Brian T. Who knows if I got any of those right? If not, my apologies. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, because I'm not prepared, let me scroll down here and see where this is from. All right, South Korea. I kind of assumed Korea, but you know. So, by the trailer, for all intents and purposes, this looked like kind of like John Wick or something. You know, where an assassin changes his mind and then he's trying to save the person that he's supposed to take out, etc., etc. That's an old trope. We've seen that lots of times in all sorts of movies, both from America and internationally. I mean, it's a good baseline for a story. The main guy in this movie, Jang Dong-gun, he was fantastic. He played this character well, but I'm going to tell you now, this is such a slow burn. It's kind of hard to get through the first half of this movie in places. Not that it's poorly done. It's on the money. You're shown this guy is tough and he's not to be trifled with right out the gate. But you can also tell he's kind of, this laugh is kind of worn thin on him. But the build-up to how he gets from being sent to kill this woman to trying to save this woman is such a slow, I mean, there's a lot of this that could have been trimmed down, I think. Sadly. Like, I wanted so much to love this movie, and I did like it. Let's get that out of the way. But the slow burn, the build-up to where we get to the part where he gets to be the super cool killing everybody part, the action bit, it takes over an hour, if not an hour and 15 minutes. So when we finally get to that, we're so worn out waiting for the action. Now, I've always been real cool about you building up your story and getting everything built, getting your world built, getting everything that you need to get situated to tell a cohesive story. But this one drew it out a bit too much, and it made it slightly less enjoyable. Now, once you get to the action bit, it's nonstop firing on all cylinders right out the gate. Right out the gate. But then we got to talk about the ending. I feel like, and I'm not going to spoil it, because if you've not seen this, you need to watch it. I recommend it. It's a fun watch if you can make it through the first half of it. But the ending, this poetic ending they've done, to me it just came across as a try hard. It was confusing. Not like I didn't understand it. I understood it. Convoluted. That's a better word. It was convoluted. You overcomplicated it, and it didn't need to be that. And it didn't make sense as far as the characters as we've seen them throughout this movie and the people that they are. So is he able to save the woman? I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to watch it for yourself. Of the two movies that I watched for the rest of this week, this was the better movie. But they were both pretty close to being, I don't love it. It needs a little work, a little editing work, a little, maybe a little touch up on the scripting and the way it's done. But for the most part, it's a solid story and a fun movie to watch once you get to the action. A lot of the beginning is just so difficult, but it does tell a complete story of how we get these characters to where they're at once the action starts. Have you seen this movie? What did you think about it? If you haven't seen it and you do watch it, tell me in the comments. I'm curious. Am I way off base with this? I don't think so. Now, I'm sure some people are going to say I'm wrong, and that's fine. But when this movie was over, my thoughts were that was too long and a little too much going on, a little too busy. But that's just me. All right, that's it for today, my friends. I'm done for the day. We'll be back on Friday to talk about a company man. That's right. For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd, we will see you then.